Hey there, welcome to day 1138 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. I'm going to be really quick today because I am already got it queued up on a training that has turned out to be much better than I anticipated. It's called Awesome Sucks, the Awesome Sucks Challenge. And I don't know about you, but I thought, or not awesome, average sucks. Awesome is awesome. Average sucks challenge, the average sucks challenge. And for a long time, one of my beliefs has been that just being average, just being normal isn't what any of us are here for. We're not here to just blend in and go through our life not having anything happen to us. So I am going to hop on that. But I wanted to pop in and talk about growth, personal growth and development. Us becoming the best version of ourselves is what every single one of us are here on the planet for. And that's what I'm striving to do. I'm working on 2 different coaching programs while I'm helping other people to create the lives that they want. And how do I do that better? By making sure that I'm living and doing the things that I say I'm going to do all the time, not just learning about it and turning around and teaching people. Hate that. One of my own personal pet peeves. So I'm always sharpening my saw, sharpening my axe, and doing what I can to become a better human being. Not just a better business person, but a better human being. So I want to hop on that. But today our proverb, our idiom for supersize your business was, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You're automatically part of the problem if you're not part of the solution. And I have lived most of my corporate life, most of my grown-up life, absolutely positively believing that. So I spend a little bit of time figuring out what the problem is, thinking about the problem, making sure I'm looking at the root cause of the problem. So maybe 5 or 10% of my time is spent on that, and 90% of my time and energy is spent on solutions to that problem. Once I know the problem, I know immediately what to do, because I know I can do something immediately to start to solve that problem. And as soon as we make that switch from focusing on what is the problem, what's wrong with the situation right now, what's making us frustrated or knocking us over, say COVID-19, anyone? As soon as we get away from focusing on that, because chances are the problem, it's already existed. It's kind of like the past. We can't change it. So there's no point focusing on the past. There's no point focusing on the problem. There's no point focusing on it or wondering why it happened, how it happened, unless we're creating solutions that we want to be permanent. A lot of times we just need to fix something and get going again. And then we can look at, all right, is this a permanent fix or a Band-Aid? Is this a thing that will take care of this problem once and for all? Or is there a system or a process we can put in place to make sure that this problem never happens again? That's the amount of thinking we spend on the problem. We don't spend wars on drugs, right? Because what happens if we spend and put all of our attention on the problem, drugs being the problem in that example? What do we get? We get absolutely more drugs. Since the war on drugs, the amount of drugs entering the United States has exploded, and it's become a much worse problem. So anytime we're focusing on something we don't want, we get more of it. After I first had my sudden cardiac arrest, I was focusing on my heart, and I realized that I was focusing on the wrong thing. I wanted to focus on health and perfect health. And if I was focusing on my heart and something that had broken, I wasn't finding solutions to the problem, and I was focusing on the wrong thing. If I kept focusing on doubt and worry and fear about my heart health, that would have killed me, just like 97% of the other people that have a heart event like that. But instead, I flipped that switch and I said, okay, I've always known that if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So if I'm focusing on my heart problem, that's not going to serve me well, and it's not going to get me over that statistical hump of people that survive an event like this. So number one, I'm super duper fortunate and lucky that I'm here and that I survived it all. So now what am I going to do to make sure this never happens to me? And I set on finding solutions, finding what you do. How do you become more healthy as you get older? How do you become more healthy and make sure you're not a repeat event of a heart event? So I focus on the solutions, and I do that, and I try to do that in almost everything and every aspect of my life. You know, when I was younger, just like everybody else, something would happen, it would hurt my feelings, and I would play it over and over again in my mind 10,000 times and realize that that didn't change anything. All it did was make me feel worse. So I never want to do things that make me feel worse. So then I learned to say, okay, well, yeah, that happened. What can I learn from it next? What am I going to do now? So that was our idiom and our expression today. Love it. One of my favorites. Love to know what you think about that. Our do one thing a day that centers you today was about doing what you love. Let me grab it so I can remember. Do what you love what you do, and everything else is detail. That was said by Martina Navratilova. And I think it's a great expression. It's a great saying. So what's something that you love to do? that's it. That's all I'm going to talk about today, because I'm going to hop on this call. Have an amazing day. Any questions, any way I can help you, ask, please ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.